Oh, something is going on with that camera. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Sunday Synergy Live. It's been a couple of weeks, but it's been good. I don't know what's happening with my YouTube camera. Hola, Cecilia. But it looks like the screen's really weird, so pardon me. I don't know what that is. Thank you for joining. So today, I've just been outdoors all day. The air feels good. You can feel the season coming and changing. You can start smelling the earth as it's defrosting and just doing a lot of projects. So popping in here and doing a live reading. So the cards this week, I'm going to use Oracle of the Unicorns, one of my favorite decks. I'm going to try to see if that'll change things for YouTube. Sorry, Instagram. So yeah, one of my favorite decks. Remember that the cards are general guidance, right? I mean, even though I'm pulling cards for days of the week. Hi, Rising Vibes. Thanks for joining. Remember that this is just guidance of energy that you can use as you go through the week. This is not a prediction of what is going to occur for you. But good to know that when things come up, these are some energies you can tap into and work with. Okay, so the messages that we have here for the week of March 8th through March 14th. So don't forget that this Saturday, the 13th, we have the new moon. And then Sunday, if you're in the US, it's daylight savings, in which case we spring forward an hour, right? Unless you're in Arizona. So let's get started. If you are on YouTube, just remember, yeah, I feel like good stuff, good positive energy, good messages. If you're on YouTube, remember that you do need to be logged in if you care to comment, like, share, ask for a card, anything like that, right? So you have to be logged in. All right. Laurie, good afternoon. Good to have you. Okay, so let's get some cards here in Oracle of the Unicorns. And these are cards for the week ahead. And again, this is general guidance for any day you come to the cards, really. Okay, so we can have a card for Monday and Tuesday. Card for Monday and Tuesday. Monday and Tuesday. Card for Wednesday and Thursday. Wednesday and Thursday. Ooh, you're right there. And a card for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Ah, okay, those are easy. Unicorn energy, nice and loud today. Okay, so let's get started. Pantry back together. Good for you. Monday, Tuesday. We have sanctuary. We've seen this pop up on Sunday Synergy before. Take time out from the world. Spend more time alone. Meditate or go on retreat. So Monday, Tuesday, here you go, Instagram. Of course, you're going to see the images backward. YouTube. Beautiful, beautiful card. Sanctuary. So at the beginning of the week, take time out from the world. So in addition to potentially taking time to yourself, maybe alone or in good meditation, some self-care practices, the other thing that comes with this, take time out from the world, also what's coming is take time out from how you respond to the external coming toward you. So whether it's actually stepping away or whether it's taking a pause before you speak, find that. So the sanctuary is finding that pause, finding that moment outside of a reaction. So take it. It says spend more time alone, but go here. Understand what's happening, hear the message, be careful not to be triggered. And in that space, then you will have sanctuary. You'll have that inner peace, right? Hey, Jennifer, thanks for joining. So hold on to that sanctuary, that space of sanctuary, that space within. Hold on to that at the beginning of the week. Middle of the week, Wednesday, Thursday, we have strength. This challenge will make you stronger, as all challenges do one way or another. You will get through to the other side. Look for the gifts in this situation. So here you go, Instagram and YouTube. So strength. Trying not to get you a glare. These are real glossy cards. So middle of the week, it sort of goes following that sanctuary time of whatever it is that's coming toward you, coming at you. You know, if you're feeling like, man, someone's really after me or something like that, go to that sanctuary space, take the pause, take the breath so that you can get through to the other side and get through maintaining your peace, right? So I guess that's sort of what I'm seeing. Let's see what the end of the week, but it seems to me that this reading is starting to say, you may be challenged this week in moments that somebody wants to sort of take you off your game. And if you come across that, be sure to take the breath, take the pause, take the moment, and not go into reaction mode, right? Hey, Carolyn. Mars Plus, good afternoon. Okay, let's get to Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Possibility. I love this card too. I love this whole deck. Okay, possibility. Raise your standards. Elevate your expectations. You have unlimited potential. Here you go, Instagram. And here you go, YouTube. So coming at the end of the week, possibility. Elevate your expectations. Remember, you know, think about how that's worded, because remember, if we put expectations upon someone else, right, they have free will, they get to do whatever it is they want. And that's usually when we get disappointed, when we expect someone to know, we expect them to say something to us, we expect a certain response, right? How can they know until we tell them? But the expectation for ourselves is to say, I'm going to take myself to that next level. And that's where the possibility exists. That's where the new stuff exists, right? Going to that next level. You have unlimited potential. Raise your standards. So for me, this message this week, beginning of the week, sanctuary, is really emphasizing a pause. It's emphasizing a timeout. So whether it's in a particular moment, in an instant, or when you need to, you can't hear anything, Carolyn? Is my volume not on YouTube again? Dag nabbit. I will load it up there. If it isn't, I will reload this. Dag nabbit. Okay. Rising Vibes. If you can tell me, Rising Vibes can hear me. Okay. Hold on, Instagram. Carolyn hopefully can see that message. Okay. All right. Let's get back here. So beginning of the week, taking the time out, taking the pause, taking the breath, maintaining the inner peace, right? Because midweek we have strength. So as a result of maybe breaking a pattern, maybe breaking a reactionary pattern, we can come to a place of greater strength because we've been able to maintain our peace and not fall into a loop, a cycle that then we sit back and we regret that we did that, or I wished I had said something, right? So take that. This is really important to set you up for the beginning of the week. You will find the strength in that, as difficult as that may be. You will find the strength in that, and you then are elevating your own standards. You're rising above, and you're going on a different course than you probably would historically in the past. So that's what I have for general messages for this week. So I am going to pull a few cards for questions. I am going to watch the time today. I won't be able to do an hour-long session like sometimes we do. So if you have a request for a card, please put it in the chat. If you have a question, put your question in the chat. Carolina, hola, buenas. And put your question in the chat, and I will get some cards pulled. So rising vibes, I see any advice, guidance is appreciated. So rising vibes, I will pull a card for you for general guidance, it sounds like. And let's see. I'm going to use Soul's Journey. Right. So remember that while I'm pulling cards for other people who have requested them, as we always see in Sunday Synergy, all of the cards come together and they all create a very cohesive message, something that each one of us can use. So please don't think that just because I'm pulling a card for Rising Vibes that doesn't pertain to you. It is information and guidance you can use and take, right? We all happen to be here at the same time. So none of that's an accident. Hey, Donna, good afternoon. Okay, so let's get a card here for Rising Vibes for general guidance. Okay. Yes, Soul's Journey, great short messages. A card for Rising Vibes. Right here. I see you sticking out. Okay. Growth. I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. You got that? Instagram, here's the card here. I want to expand my consciousness and awareness. So for you, Rising Vibes, asking about just general guidance, I think it goes right along with the message for the week, right? Expanding the growth, the consciousness. Growth comes out of changing some of the things that we are habitual to do, right? When we can move in a different way, when we can have a different response, when we can create space for someone else, that is an opportunity for us in our own personal growth, our own evolution here on this physical planet. So really nice card. I love the images on those cards. Okay, Donna has requested to be in the video. Okay, so Donna, usually when people hit request to be in the video, that isn't what they meant. But I'm going to hit and see if we can get you on video. And if you don't want to, you don't have to, but we'll see if Donna joins on Instagram Live here. And then YouTube, of course, I'll tell you what it is. Okay, Donna, did you have a question that I can pull a card for you?
Yes, please.
Hey there.
Hi. I just wondered what is in store for me in this week or the next week. I'm just wondering if everything will be okay. That's all.
Yeah, okay. So YouTube, I don't know if you could hear Donna, but she's asking for just guidance for the next week, if everything's going to be okay. I'm going to pull Archangel Oracle, a card from Archangel Oracle cards. Because maybe working with some Archangel energy can help you feel more confident that everything will be okay. I think the general reading here suggests that things will be okay, but that we just have to look for the opportunity to make it okay and not fall into habitual behavior, right? Which is that growth card for Rising Vibes. So let's have a card here for Donna, for Archangel Oracle cards for Donna for message for this week. Okay. So we have spread your wings. Archangel Ariel, do not hold back right now. The timing is perfect and you are ready to soar.
Okay. That's awesome.
That is awesome. So I think, here you go, YouTube. This is Donna's card. So your question of, is everything going to be okay? I think this message is saying to you, make it okay. Spread your wings, step out. You are guided, you are supported. And if you follow that inner voice, then yes, everything is going to be fine. It's when we resist and we go against that, right, that we run into some of our challenges. But that's a beautifully supportive card. Archangel Ariel, you know, she also helps us manifest things in this physical world. Yes. So call in her energy as you work through the week for sure.
I will. Thank you so very much.
You are welcome. Good to have you.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's get back here. I'm trying to get, oops. All right. Oops, something happened to my camera. There we go. Okay, sorry about that. All right, so let's get over to YouTube. I can't find a link to donate. I'd love to give an energy exchange. Thank you so much, Rising Vibes. There should be a link down below. I really appreciate that. There should be that general link down below, and when you get in there, there is a link to donate. So I appreciate that. For anyone who cares to do so, there should be a link in my bio on Instagram and down below in YouTube. Okay, anyone else? Yes, Laurie, great message for all. I would agree. Spread your wings. Do not hold back. Right now, the timing is perfect. Yes, yes, so exciting. And Cecilia, you said at the beginning, positive messages. I feel like this is, you know, spread your wings and go, growth, right? Possibility. This is all good stuff. Okay, so Laurie, would love a general card for the week. Yes, and yes, and yes. And I'm going with Oracle of the Fairies. And I'm hoping you little fairies will help me find that aquamarine that somehow you moved out of this room. Yeah. So let's have a card for Laurie for general card. Oracle of the Fairies. Ooh, sticking out right there. Okay. Motivation. When spring approaches, the flower fairies urge you to spring into action. If there's something you've been merely thinking about doing, they say get busy and do it. So this also can be very supportive of your pantry project, by the way, right? Like that's a big project to take on, reorganizing your whole pantry. So here you go, Instagram. We also know that we're coming into daylight savings time in the US. So spring, we're feeling the change of the season in the Northern Hemisphere. Southern Hemisphere, you're feeling a different change of season. But motivation, spring into action, urging you to go ahead. Whatever you've been thinking about doing, get busy and do it. The other thing too, you know, remember we have a new moon coming up on Saturday. So we're finishing out of that full moon energy. So get busy moving through energy that you want to let go of. So whatever it is, be it an energy, a behavior, a habit, a person, anything that you feel like you're ready to release, work on that really. And this motivation may be a good card for you here. So work on that so that as we come into that new moon energy, you really can set that intention for how it is you want to be going forward from this. So that's where this motivation is really coming in. By the way, that's also the possibility of the weekend. So, you know, this is raise your standards. So as you're coming into the energy of that new moon, don't be shy. Don't be shy. Set your intentions for what it is you want to manifest and don't hold back. Yeah, anything's possible. Okay, we've got time for one more. If anyone else had a question or would like a general card, let me know. So I appreciate everybody coming. I did take a couple of weeks off the live and just did, I went back to my old way of doing Sunday Synergy, which is sending emails through my newsletter. So if you're not subscribed to my newsletter, there are links where you can do that in Instagram and YouTube. And that way, when I go back and send out a reading that doesn't get put on YouTube or live, you'll be sure to get that. But today I thought, oh, I'm going to take a little break from my outdoor work and get busy with some cards. So it's good to have all of you here. Thank you for coming. You are welcome, Laurie. Okay, if no one else had a question or a request for a card, we will call it. Let's just quickly, thank you, welcome back, thank you. Yeah, good to see all of you. I feel like I do see you. Very peculiar, but I look at your name and I see you. That's what happens. So you're welcome, Carolina. Okay, so let's have a very quick recap. Thank you, Rising Vibes. I'll have to look at that. I'll go back and look at that. I appreciate that. And if you would, folks, like, share, comment on my videos. It really helps other people find their way here. So I appreciate that. All right, quick recap. Beginning of the week, sanctuary. Find your peace, hold your peace, take the pause, take a moment, right? As big a moment as you need. You need a 20-minute meditation. You need a 30-second hold. Whatever it is, maintain your inner peace so that the middle of the week, you can use that the fact that you were able to hold on to that and really change a dynamic. That's sort of what I'm getting here, is there's going to be a shift in a dynamic because of the way you handled something. That's bringing and emphasizing that strength that you have, right? And as a result, you are opening up the possibility and the potential for things to happen differently than they normally do, to go in a different pattern. And that is where it all elevates. And you can have whatever it is that you're looking for, because you've now moved out of that repetitive cycle. Does that make sense? That's what I'm getting from these cards. So take those messages as they resonate with you. Feel free to interpret them differently because maybe they apply to you a little bit differently. Okay, so do that. Remember that we saw growth on the table as a result of this week and changing some dynamic. We are entering into or continuing on our path of growth. We're spreading our wings. We are going for it. Yes, yes, and yes. There's no pause here. And then backing all of that up by motivation, which is to say, keep going, keep going, keep going. Yes, beautiful sequence of cards. All right, everyone, that's what we've got for today. If you missed any part of the reading, you can always go back to the beginning and watch the replay. But I thank all of you for joining today. I thank you for your support, and I wish you a beautiful week and a beautiful new moon on Saturday. Okay, take good care, everybody, and you're welcome. Thank you. Big love. Ciao. First off, Instagram. Okay, bye YouTube. See you next time.